We are the representatives from Norway, Rasmus, Morgan, Lucas and Stockholm. Our science teacher and supervisor piqued our interest in flood prediction after talking about his hometown Kvinesdal, which had experienced unexpected floods in the past. We then collaborated with the local industry, Puafa and Intoto, to work with long-range radio and low-power flood prediction.
In Norway, there is often a lack of data being collected to detect unexpected rises in water or flooding. This problem becomes more apparent due to climate change and less predictive weather changes.
Our case study was on Kvinesdal, a small riverside town in southern Norway which has experienced extreme flooding in the past. These floods have resulted in closed roads and railways and have forced many people to evacuate their homes, businesses, and schools. So we decided to collaborate with Puafa and Intoto to make a change by collecting more data.
In collaboration with local industry, we used long-range radio technology and a pressure sensor to measure water levels in tributary streams. We simulated the placement of a sensor and collected data. After receiving the raw data, we had to clean the noise using an algorithm we developed to find the average reading per hour and per day. This made it easier to read and analyze the data. Although there was not a flood predicted in our case study timeframe, we would have been able to predict a flood by looking at the difference between readings. The bigger the difference, the more likely there is to be a flood.
After analysis of the data, we found a series of anomalies and missing data. This could have been due to miscommunicated radio signals or not changing the battery. We also concluded that to properly predict floods hours before, you would need multiple sensors in both tributaries and the main river, so that changes upstream can be communicated to downstream within an adequate period of time.
Our project is valuable because it allows for us to collect data automatically in remote areas and will be relatively cheap to invest in. In remote areas, this could be used with a solar energy charged battery, which would limit battery changes and use a long-range technology to reach the nearest cloud database. This project also directly aids in preventing damage by predicting water levels in the future using previous data.
This project could be expanded to different locations, both locally and globally. These sensors can be placed in areas that are prone to floods in locations like Suriname, the Netherlands, and India during monsoon season. This project can be expanded to oceans, rivers, and streams, and could be used to track the progression of rising sea levels. This sensor can be used in almost any area or location to track water levels. The data can in the future be inputted into Intoto's machine learning algorithm, which can help predict floods based on previous year's data.
We would like to thank all our supervisors and teachers that have motivated and supported us throughout this journey. Without them, we would not have gotten as far as we have, and our project would not have been as successful without them.